Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the debut of this game. I don't know how to pronounce it. Live Alive, Live Alive, Live Alive. I don't know. But we are going to be hearing two songs today, Playing with Psychos, or Psycho, and Megalomania, requested by Bunny Tails, and A Leaf on the Wind 42. I just heard about this game from one of my friends not too long ago because I just finished Octopath and they said that I would really enjoy this game, which is kind of funny because the requester for this song or one of these songs is a huge Octopath fan. So I don't know if it's the same creators or anything. I mean, they look kind of similar-ish. I don't know. And then as far as Bunny Tails, I know that she played this game. That's probably why she requested this song. So feel free to check her out on Twitch or on YouTube, Bunny Tails. Pretty sure she has her playthrough. The only thing I know about this game is that it's a remake from the SNES, and it is Yoko Shimomura. I do not know if Yoko Shimomura came back. But, oh, I guess I should mention also, sorry, long intro, that I'm going to be hearing the originals for both and the new ones. Only the two new ones were requested, but I'm taking it upon myself to hear the originals because there's not any request for this game. So, anyways, we are starting with what I think is the original Psycho from this game. It's very short, it's less than a minute. And let's go. I just realized I've listened to a lot of Yoko Shimomura today. Like a lot. Today. Okay. A little more metal than I imagined. It's got a little bit of a melodic structure, though. Of course, songs back then were extremely short. The remaster one is 3 minutes, so let's hear that one now. Although I'm intrigued by this kind of heavier sound, but let's go. This is Playing with Psychos from the remake. Yeah. Hell yeah. Off the bat, two of my favorite instruments like that. Three of my favorite instruments. It's got a swing to it. It's hard to picture what this is, though. Is this like a generic battle? I could hear this playing multiple times, but oh, I love the right symbol. I might have to learn that. Not today, but I might have to learn that. Wow, they turned this 58-second song into a whole piece. You know what this sounds like? It sounds like King of Fighters music. Which is not a bad thing at all. jazz, though. Harmonizing horn section. Look at this character lineup. This intrigues me right here. Very Clint Eastwood. And so does that. Mr. Ninja. There seems to be a ball with roller skates. Now we have a Dragon Ball character. Wow. Yeah, it just has like this kind of looping sound to me. It sounds like it's a normal battle or something. You know, I can hear many soundtracks here. Like there's I know this requester is a big fan of Nobuo Uematsu, so I can kind of hear like a little bit of that in the organs. But I'm hearing stuff like King of Fighters and like Katana Zero in there. And oh man, that's just really, really good. This kind of mixture of like this fusion prog and jazzy stuff. It's just really good. If you guys didn't know, I really love the sound of the saxophone, and anything that sounds like a saxophone is my favorite instrument. The instrument looks like a J, and it's beautiful. It's sexy, and it's great. So that's like one of the main reasons it reminds me of KOF. They use a lot of saxophone, but in general, I'm over here looking at this image, and it's I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty appealing because one of my best friends straight up said, I think Jesse would really like this game, and they know me quite well. But they said that they said it during my playthrough of Octopath Traveler, which kind of says a lot because that game has a very unique look and sound to it, which I'm not gonna lie, like I see here in the thumbnail that this says that the Live whatever is an HD 2D remake, which that's exactly what Octopath is. It's the HD 2D visuals, so I can see why they might have said that. I have not seen what this game looks like, but I'm interested. Also, the character design, it looks very JRPG. We have basically Ryu Hayabusa down here. Mr. Ninja. This character right here, this looks appealing to me. Now, I guess I'll ask. I never ask to try to sell me on a game, but I'm just gonna ask: is it like Octopath in the same kind of like multiple characters have their own story, but they don't really interact with each other kind of thing? Or I don't know, like, you know, try to give like the non-spoiler version. But these characters look like they come from all different parts of the universe and just happen to be clumped together. So that's kind of cool. Great song, amazing song. I love the swing of it, and yeah, overall it just sounds like it's just something you hear all the time. You know, kind of like I don't know, just kind of appears all the time. That was fantastic. I really like the homage to the original, which was extremely short, but I mean, I still heard the electric guitar part and all that. Over here, they turned the lead into the horns, and it was a nice upgrade, but I don't know. I think if I ever do this soundtrack again, I'm going to try to make it a habit of hearing the originals first as well, which I'm about to do right now with Megalomania. But also, there's like no request for this game at all. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah, this is it. I have no requests for this game. Now, that's kind of surprising to me. This seems like it would be popular, but this game might be a fly on the wall. Who knows? We move on to the next song. Megalomania. Looks suspiciously like another song title. Also, what does that even mean? Megalomania? Is that a word? We're gonna hear the original, which this one is kind of longer. It's 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna hear the remake, which is 5 minutes. Okay, let's get into it. This is Megalomania from 1994 on the SNES. It's got a really like rich sound. The original. I'm gonna turn it up. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? The original Yoko Shimomura powerhouse out of Street Fighter 2. This is shortly after Street Fighter 2 as well. So she must have still been in that. She must have still been in the like high energy phase. Almost Street Fighter 2 announced or released. This sounds early 90s Capcom to me. So this came 3 years after Street Fighter 2. A lot of people still don't even know that she did Street Fighter 2, which is insane. But this sounds like Street Fighter. This sounds like... Yeah. This sounds like it could have been like Guile's theme or something. It has a very winter type of feel. It feels very like go get him, Tiger. I'm loving that bass pulse. It's not moving a lot. It's just kind of linear. You know what's funny regarding this character right here, the ninja? This kind of reminds me of Ninja Gaiden too, a little bit. Kinda. Oh, is that it? Oh, dude, that was sick. Dude, that really... Dude, if I put that music over Street Fighter 2 music, or if I put that music over Street Fighter 2 visuals, that would work. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to just do that now. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's that she made the music for that game too. All right, World of Long Plays. It's a great channel, by the way. Oh my god, yeah, it totally just sounds like it. Speaking of Guile, here you go. Let's try this again. I don't know about you, but that works. If you know, you know. That's so funny. I should have this be the thumbnail just to confuse everybody. It's like... Okay. That was sick. This soundtrack is really, really impressing me already, because it doesn't really sound like many things, kind of, but not. But also the fact that I've been hearing a lot of Yoko Shimomura with Kingdom Hearts lately. And then not too long ago, I was listening to Mario and Luigi's the Inside Story game. That's Yoko Shimomura. I've been hearing just a lot of different games she's been doing. And now this. And it just like, one, it blows my mind. Like, she's been doing this since I was a toddler and before I was even alive, and is consistently still making like just amazing stuff. You know what I mean? Like that is, I don't know. There's just something to be said about that. So I don't know. It's insane. But I'm gonna move on to the remake of Megalomania. And then after, I'm going to look up what that word means, because it's kind of driving me crazy. I don't know any context for these, by the way. I don't know when they play. Damn, I'm not going to lie. That first one was really good. I don't know how they're going to top it. Dun, 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 dun. It's stuck in my head already. Okay, this is Megalomania from this game title that I don't know how to say. Sounds like a workout video now. You can do it! Push! I have a feeling some electric guitars are gonna happen. Like this, like the other one. Like really shreddy 80s style guitars. The energy is just so... Yeah. Gym playlist. Nice. I was wondering how they were gonna do that part. This is a good soundtrack, dude. This is like... This feels very much like a video game soundtrack, but still very good on its own. They're throwing in a lot of layers into it. I guess to like fill up the space of the repetition. It sounds like her. I'm guessing she came back, right? God, can you imagine coming back to a soundtrack after 20 years? Can you imagine coming back to anything after 20 years? Anything. Oh my gosh. This has to be her. I don't want to look it up, but it sounds like her. Just imagine how many songs she created between the original and coming back to this. Some like 200 plus songs, maybe more. Actually, someone look it up for me. How many soundtracks or songs did she compose between the original and this? So no electric guitar, but again, very faithful to the original. It just kind of has upgraded instruments, really. Damn, dude. Yeah, just repeating. You know what? Based on what I'm gathering with the HD 2D visuals, which it says it is, and this soundtrack, it probably really has the spirit of like a 90s JRPG. Like anyone who played those games would feel right at home now, kind of thing. gonna bring up a topic after it's over. So, writing on the tails of what I was just saying about, like, well, first of all, obviously, it's catered to an audience probably 50-50, right? Like, whoever enjoyed this game back then, and you can have it again now. And, of course, new people to introduce them to the series and to maybe go back and play the other ones. Now, I am curious as to why they chose this game to remake. Not that it doesn't deserve it or anything. It's just I've never heard about it, and it doesn't seem like super popular. So I wonder why they chose it, besides the fact that maybe, I don't know, maybe they just had like some extra money to allocate somewhere and just chose a random. I don't know. But I don't want to say it's like a strange choice as to why to remake it, because I don't know how popular the original was, but I'm saying it seems like a not too common practice to bring back a game that, you know, I could see something like FF7. That makes sense. But I don't know. This seems kind of on the less popular side. Anyways, that being said, it brings up this kind of topic of I can't give an example at the moment, but if you've ever seen, like right now, like someone in their 30s or whatever, just anyone really, but if you watch gameplay of games you used to play back in the day, and you notice how like dated they look now, like for example, when I look at Grand Theft Auto 3 right now, that's the first thing that came to mind because I've been listening to the soundtrack. But when I look at GTA 3 right now, that game looks really blocky, and I mean, it still looks great, but you know, and I really like how it looks, but you know, it's dated. But I remember as a kid, that game looked like top of the line, like, oh my gosh, it's so realistic. You know, even though Claude opens the door like a like a madman. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because now, like, you'll see like remakes all the time, and you see the comments in YouTube or something be like, this is what the game used to look like to me when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like, you probably see those comments around, like the nostalgia of this is what it used to seem like when I was younger, but now obviously it's like updated. For example, like let's take the Crash Insane Trilogy or the Spyro Reigniter Trilogy. Those games look incredible now, but those games, including to me, kind of looked like that when I was a kid, even though now they look not like that at all. So the reason I'm bringing it up here is because these songs sound so faithful to the originals. These songs, I wonder if you played the originals, sounded like that. If they sounded that high end and they sounded, you know, I know there's a lot of bias and a lot of heavy opinions when it comes to originals versus remasters, and I see the argument, but it's also, to me, more of like a, it's way more than just, oh, well, the original's better and the remakes do blah, blah, blah. You got to think past that. It's so much more intriguing. Like, how many times in life can you say something like this even ever happens? Video games do it, but just in general, right? The idea of something existed, a whole lifetime has passed, probably, you know, another family has been started, whatever, since you played it last. That same composer is still around, revisiting it with updated, you know, everything. Like, that's really cool and a very unique thing to the world of video games that I think people often forget. And all of a sudden, the whole original versus new debate goes out the window because who cares? To me, at least, it seems so petty because it's. I guess this is kind of like relevant to me, not super relevant, but speaking of FF7, you know, I got into RPGs because of Remake. If it wasn't for FF7 Remake's like strong start and, well, the whole game, I wouldn't have got into like Chrono Trigger and Wild Arms and Legend of Dragoon and Octopath. You know what I mean? Like that's how big that was. And I'm not here to like open a can of worms with that original versus, I could see how that could be a whole thing because they changed the story. But I'm saying in general, like the idea of more content for this thing is cool. Whatever the thing is, that's really cool to me, especially if it's the same exact people well, not the exact same people working on it, but like, I don't know. I just find some kind of really cool charm in that because I would love to see games that I grew up playing be remade in 2024, 2025. The games I played don't really get that luxury. The closest thing would be like the new Tony Hawk games that are coming out, which have been amazing. I felt like that's another one too. I remember that those games looked really good back then, but they look not that good compared to the new ones now. But you know what I mean? That's a subjective thing, and I don't want to stray too far from the subject. I think you guys know where I'm going with it. It's just, I think these pair of songs did such a good job of keeping that original spirit, TLDR, and not a whole lot was added to it. They kept the spirit of the game, I guess. That's the only way I can put it. With better technology, didn't stray too far from the original vision, and you got to respect that. That's pretty damn cool, especially for a composer that had to return to do it. I'm making an assumption. I don't know if she returned, but considering she's still alive and kicking, probably. So let me know whatever you want about this game. I don't know anything about it, and yeah, I don't know. That was really cool. That was really, really good. I liked both those songs quite a bit. They both gave me a very fun, energetic atmosphere. And last thing I'll say is, when someone told me that I would like it because of Octopath, I kind of slightly expected a sort of Octopath sound. Not at all. That doesn't sound like Octopath whatsoever. I think they might have just meant that I might like the visuals, the comparison. But yeah, this is really, really cool for many reasons. And one last thing, it's always a very bittersweet when it's like the debut of a game on the channel, but also the finale. That's it for this game. There's no more. So excuse me if I'm ranting, but that's it. As soon as it came, it's gone. And hopefully I can remember them in the future. But that was, oh yeah, I was going to look up what Megalomania means because I have no idea what the hell that means. Sorry, I'm yapping. Megalomania. Megalomaniac is a word. A person who is obsessed with their own power. Okay. Well, there you go. I never knew that was a word. Megalomaniac. Okay, well, there's a lot of those right now. Anywho, thank you to the requesters, and tell me whatever you want about this game. How do you pronounce its name? Number one, what is this character's name? I must know. And the ninja. And are their stories cool? Okay, thank you to the requesters. Thank you to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. I will see you later.